You're watching Big 12 now on ESPN Plus. This afternoon in Orlando, basketball heads to another dimension. It's the annual Space Game here at Edition Financial Arena as UCF plays host to the Houston Cougars. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Orlando. Austin Lyon, Rich Savosic, Hannah Russo is with us as well. We're about to hit the halfway point of the Big 12 conference season. Both Houston and UCF at the bottom of the standings right now, but each trying to build some momentum as we head toward the second half.
Well, Houston is a team of streaks. They had won 2 in a row. They dropped their last 3. Meanwhile, UCF goes on the road, and they have 2 close losses at Baylor and at TCU. And as you say, trying to create some momentum, gain some confidence as we head into that second round of conference play.
Eric Clapton would be a big fan of our open this afternoon because we're talking about Layla. We start with UCF and their point guard, Layla Jewett.
Layla Jewett is a terrific player, but let's talk about Layla Blair first. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists against Texas Tech. She has been in double figures 16 of her 18 games this year, and she is deadly from the three-point line. 145 threes in her career. That's 7th on the all-time list. And then UCF's Layla Jewett, the junior from Bishop Ireton High School in Virginia, has been shooting lights out all year long. 41% from the floor, 46% from the 3, and 87% from the three-point line. But she is more than just a shooter. She's a facilitator. Had 5 assists in their game against TCU. She will be called upon to be very composed against the pressure today.
Struggling to shoot the ball in the last few games is Layla Jewett. Here's a look at the conference standings in the Big 12. Kansas State, the only unbeaten team right now. The Wildcats 19-1 overall. You see Houston sitting at 2-6. UCF, the only winless team in conference play, hoping for what would be a historic win this afternoon. Their first as a member of the Big 12. So UCF 9-8, Houston 11-8 as we start play today. Last time these teams met was a dominant victory for Houston. Cougars won on their home floor last year, 80-42. That snapped a streak of 12 straight losses to UCF. Knights turned it over 38 times in that game against Houston's suffocating pressure. No possession established on the opening tip, and we will jump it again between Kayala Ngatu and Peyton McFarland. Ngatu taps it toward the sideline. Layla Jewett up and over the courtside seats, and Houston will have it first.
Austin, we're going to see if UCF can make this a half-court game. They cannot allow Houston to get out and run.
Houston, the most experienced team in the Big 12. 11 of their players are seniors or graduates, including the entire starting 5. Layla Blair lost the handle. Knights trying to get out in transition. Jewett's pass deflected and taken away. Bria Patterson pull-up jumper. It's long. Pursued on the backside by Cameron Jones. She couldn't save it. Out of bounds to UCF.
And here comes that Houston pressure. They're going to go full court. They'll give you some different looks, but they're going to try and trap the ball, try and turn you over. They force close to 23 turnovers a game. And they will keep the pressure in the half court as well.
Jewett straight on 3, no good. That turnover mark that Rich mentioned, 7th best in the country. UCF, or Houston rather, about as good as it gets defensively. There's Satia Messer, second year on the sideline for UCF. 23-23. Her team continuing to play better as the year goes along. You can sense the progress, even though that first Big 12 win hasn't come yet. Blair driving to her left, had it taken away by Ngatu. And a late foul call goes against Layla Jewett. Blair right up through the chest of Robinson Ngatu.
this is an early adjustment for UCF, starting 3 guards to try and give them more ball handling. Terrific pass, Austin.
Kayana Ngodu with the bucket and the foul. The freshman from Fort Lauderdale who is really starting to emerge for Satia Messer's team.
Watch Morgan Robinson draw the defense, and a terrific catch in traffic and a finish. Nice crab dribble to gain her strength, a chance for a 3-point play.
Ngodu's been terrific at home in conference games, averaging 8 points and 7 rebounds in Big 12 play here at Addition Financial Arena. She gets the first 3 for UCF.
I love when your big guys shoot well from the free throw line. 80% free throw shooter is Ngodu.
A true freshman from Fort Lauderdale, played for a great high school program in Dillard. Satia Messer knew that if they could just get through Christmas, that she would start to emerge and play well, and that has been how it's worked out.
They have 2 building blocks in the paint at UCF, and obviously Ngodu is one of them. The other one, Shaw Akot, who will be the first post sub to find freshman recruits.
A whistle and a foul as UCF struggled to get across the mid-court line. There is Ashola Akot, freshman from Ontario. She has been battling a virus. Suited up, ready to go today, although uncertain how much she'll be able to play. Jewett gets into the paint, and another foul. That's already 4 team fouls against Houston, and we're not even 2 minutes into the game.
And you can see a terrific out-of-bounds play. Good read by Jewett. Beats her man to the ball and then draws the foul.
There's Ronald Huey, Houston's 10th year head coach. Formerly an assistant at UCF. Was an assistant under Joy Williams' staff back in 2008. Came into what was then a rebuilding program. The Knights started that year 1-7, but then won 4 in a row at the Conference USA tournament, made the NCAAs, and nearly beat North Carolina in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
He's a well-traveled assistant who got his opportunity at Houston and has made the most of it out of the past decade. Done an excellent job with the Cougars.
What a pedigree. Assistant under C. Vivian Stringer, Sue Semrau at Florida State. Looks for a lot of great coaches, Hall of Famers. Houston gets its first bucket. Jumper by Nia Boyd.
I love Boyd. Makes the 3. She jumps right into pressure. No time for celebration.
Defense certainly the calling card of this Houston team. Spinning baseline, scored and a foul, Maya Burns.
Maya Burns has been playing her best basketball of the season as of late. You can see takes her to the elbow, the reverse spin. Excellent job, keeps her eyes on the rim, gives herself a chance for a 3-point play.
Burns 31 points, 15 rebounds in the last 2 games. Robinson Wagu, offensive rebound. She spins it home. Great start for UCF. 3-pointer not there for Brittany Onyeje. Knights on the run. Jewett. Another foul against Houston. That is now 6 team fouls against the Cougars.
UCF has been very aggressive to the rim, and that's part of the reason that Houston had 6 fouls already. But good read by Jewett. She doesn't settle for the jump shot, takes it right to the rim over a smaller defender.
And so both starting bigs for Ronald Huey have 2 fouls, Cameron Jones and Peyton McFarland. So they're sitting on the bench, and we're not yet 3 minutes into the first quarter. One of 2 for Jewett. And a foul on the rebounding action goes against UCF's Jayla Kelly, who just checked in. UCF has come out with a lot of energy defensively. Boyd crossover on Peterson. Nice drive. Nia Boyd's got both buckets for Houston.
Patience. Knew how much time was on the clock. Terrific job by Boyd.
UCF off to a great start. We haven't even mentioned the name Caitlin Peterson yet. UCF's leading scorer in all of the Big 12. Knights getting support from the other players.
I was just going to say that, Austin. You got 10 points on the board, and Peterson with not even taking a shot yet. You see the crossover. She gets Peterson to stand up, and once she comes out of her defensive stance, she was done.
Jewett hounded by Patterson. Got into the lane. A little bit strong. And a good rebound in traffic by Kiera Merchant. Merchant, a promising freshman from Spring, Texas, knocks down the mid-range jumper. And UCF quickly turns it over. Bria Patterson, the steal and the layup. Peterson engaged with Brittany Onyeajay. And again, Houston is over the limit, so it'll be free throws for Caitlin Peterson.
Terrific pull up, and then again, they jump right into pressure. Jewett, unaware defender coming at the steal and the score for Houston.
So the last 6 for Houston as Peterson steps to the line. And oftentimes, there are players who put up big numbers in the non-conference schedule, and then their scoring average goes down as you get into a rigorous conference schedule. Peterson is the opposite. She is ascending. Her scoring average continuing to go up in Big 12 play.
She had 22 in the close loss at TCU a game ago. They need her to score without taking a lot of shots.
Peterson averaging almost 24 points per game in Big 12 play. Whistle and an offensive foul committed by Houston. Goes against Logan McNeil.
Here's the call. The ball screen, and watch the roller. The roller is going to take out the defender. And when you move right back, you get called.
Tamia Ware in for the first time, stepping between defenders. And UCF again going back to the line. That's now the second foul on McNeil. So a third big for Ronald Hughey, has 2 fouls. So Ronald Hughey calls on Jasira Diawara, 6'3" senior from Mali. Tamia Ware was scoreless in the last 8 games. Breaks the streak with that free throw. UCF feasting at the line. 7 of 10 in the first 5 minutes.
The choice to go with 3 guards and go small has paid off thus far for UCF.
Brittany Onyeajay knocks down the triple. Onyeajay started her college career at UCF. Now approaching 1,000 points for her career and an outstanding 3-point shooter. And Godu into the lane. Had to slip that screen and committed an offensive foul. UCF taking advantage of Houston's foul trouble. Knights an early 2-point lead here in Orlando.
Five on the floor, we got the foul. And to the new 4 coming our way, welcome. This is for the 4 years to make your mark. Whether it's a 3 with 3.1 on the clock, but the biggest two-point play that inspires a generation. One thing's clear. We've always been ready to 12.
13-11, UCF in front by 2 here midway through the first quarter in Orlando as we check in for the first time with Hannah Russo.
Coach Messer would describe this team as one to never give up and to never give in. Freshman Kai Ngodu would describe them as resilient. I was able to speak to her earlier this week, and she said after having a season start like ours, most teams would consider it over, but we are just getting started. Right now, we are locked in more than ever.
And Hannah, Satia Messer told us in our production call for the game that, look, she's not into moral victories, but that her team grew up a lot on that trip to Texas, in which they nearly beat Baylor, had a fourth-quarter lead against TCU. There are a lot of positives as this team heads into the second half of the conference schedule.
I'll tell you, Austin, I watched their practice yesterday, and very spirited. If you had told me what their record was in the Big 12, I wouldn't have guessed it by the way that they reacted in practice. They worked hard, they communicated, and they prepared well for this game.
Malia Johnson with the 3 for Houston. Cougars with their first lead of the game at 14-13. Good looks inside for UCF. Misses by Ngodu and Burns.
Terrific job of spacing the floor for Houston. They make the extra pass. And they get the three-pointer.
Houston, a capable three-point shooting team. The numbers not necessarily indicative of that. They're just 28% on the year. But they've certainly got girls that can knock it down from distance. A stoppage from Brian Garland. And Kayala Ngodu will have to go behind the bench.
Shefflin,
looked like it was the indication from the officials. So she's being worked on in the tunnel behind the UCF bench. Houston's made 5 of their last 7 shots. And the Cougars, after a rough start, giving UCF a lot of points at the free throw line, have been able to pull ahead, and they'll have a chance at the line with Malia Johnson.
Houston has played very well here in the first half, the first quarter, in half-court offense. You know, they're a team that generally will generate most of their offense from steals in transition. But they have run good sets. They have read defense. A terrific game plan by Coach Huey.
Malia Johnson, transfer from Pitt, hits both. Not surprised that this senior-laden Houston group was unfazed with that early deficit. Peterson off the handoff. Some contact, no whistle. Burns pulls it down. Jewett unable to hit the 3 and pulled away by Diawara. Ware boards the Anya J miss. UCF looking to play in transition. Burns, great footwork in the paint off the back rim. Johnson lost the handle, out of bounds. UCF has missed their last 7 shots. Houston in the midst of an 8-0 run. Make it 8 straight misses for the Knights.
Another wide open look, though. So if you're Coach Messer, it's not that you're not getting good shots, just not knocking them down.
Ware steps through, crafty finish.
The use of the left hand, I love it.
And Blair pressuring Layla Jewett. Gets whistled for the foul. There'll be 2 shots as Jewett will walk to the other end of the floor.
Coach Huey not happy about that foul. He understands that fouling negates hustle. And when you're a pressure, full court type of team, sometimes you just got to resist that urge to reach in as Blair did on that possession.
Houston's committed 9 personal fouls. UCF has taken advantage. Knights 8 of 11 at the free throw line. 1 more for Jewett, who's the best shooter on the team at 87%. Peterson draws the assignment of guarding Blair. Robinson-Wagu leading the break. And another whistle. That's the 2nd foul on Bria Patterson. She becomes the 4th Houston player with 2 fouls.
Well, that's the advantage of having 3-guard lineup. Any one of those 3 guards, when they get a rebound, they can take it full court. And now you have a chance for a couple of free throws, and another Cougar takes a seat on the bench. It's going to be a war of attrition here this afternoon for Houston.
Robinson-Wagu, transfer from Gulf Coast State College. Her scoring average has gone up in Big 12 play as well. She was a little below 3 points before the start of conference play. She is averaging over 8 per game in UCF's Big 12 games.
Young lady understood the value of hard work in practice. She had that work ethic. Coach Besser gave her an opportunity, and she's now making the most of it.
And she's got the ability to play multiple positions, 1 through 4. Blair rebounds the miss and gets called for an offensive foul. That's going to be 2 on Layla Blair.
Watch Caitlin Peterson get her feet set, takes it in the chest. Blair with that little extra effort with the elbow. Once you feel pressure as a defender, you've got to hit the deck to make sure that the official makes the correct call. I say that, and then on the other bench, Coach Huey's like, hey, she's acting. Give her the Academy Award. Nevertheless, an offensive foul.
And Peterson doing it with her defense right there. So 4 Houston starters on the bench with 2 fouls. Despite that, Cougars with a 1-point lead. Robinson-Wagu off target with that pass for Jewett.
She got a little ahead of herself. Too fast for conditions. Really the first time here in the first quarter that has happened to the Knights.
Three-pointer deadens on the rim and then drops in for Kiera Merchant. She's hit both of her shots. 5 points for the freshman. UCF's gone 6.5 minutes without a field goal. Ashola Cox steps through a double team. Bounce pass Peterson. 3 off the side of the backboard. UCF controls, but now the shot clock at 4. Peterson again. Off the mark and a rebound by Robinson-Wagu. Trying to feed the post. Nice entry pass. And Jasira Diawara is fouled with 20 seconds to go.
Austin, going back to that last Houston possession, UCF has decided we're going to go under the ball screen, and Houston has done a great job of reading it and knocking down the 3 here in the first quarter. A terrific shot by Merchant.
Diawara steps up and hits the first of 2 free throws. Senior scoreless in 3 of the last 4 games, but she calmly drops in those 2. Knights have the chance to hold for the final shot of the period. UCF has missed their last 10 on this end of the floor. And Sierra Godbolt throws it away.
A little miscommunication on the overplay. Godbolt thought Morgan Robinson-Wagley was going to come out. She went back door. Ball goes out of bounds.
Boyd crosses over on a cut, rejected by Ngodu. Out of bounds with 9/10 of a second to go. Inbounds pass, Diawara got it away and got the friendly roll.